So now we're talking about Qur'an. This Qur'an is, they are classified in many ways, different ways. One of the ways that the Sahaba used to divide it, our Prophet Muhammad also mentioned it, that there's four categories that we can divide Qur'an. We have 114 surahs, right? So first one is called Tiwal, verse, chapter, first 8 chapters, and then Tiwal basically means Tawil, you know it, right? It's like long, Tuwal. Tawil is also an Arabic word. So this one is Tuwal, basically. That's what you're saying. Toy, yeah. So that one is, it means long. So these, we know that the starting surahs are very long, so that's why it is called Tuwal. And then we have Mi'in. This comes from the Mi'a, the 100. Mi'a means 100. So most of these surahs in this category, surah number 9, Tawbah to 35 is Fatir. So most of the surahs have 100 verses, about, not exactly, some of them I think, Maryam has 98. I mean, it's roughly, approximately 100. So about in length, for example. And also third one is called Mathani, which means oft repeated surahs in the salah. I mean something that it's short, but it's also recited in many other salah. So it starts from Yasin, and 49 is what? Hujurat. That is called Mathani, oft repeated surahs. And lastly, Mufassal, disjointed or broken surahs. That's what it so from Qaf to Surah An-Nas. And why is it called disjointed or broken? Because they are broken by what? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So it's Mufassal. So that's why we name it that way. That was one way. Another way is very common that we know, is called Manzil, the Manazil. In Arabic, today's language, it means home, your residence or place of lodging or something like that. In Quranic terminology, this was used by basically Hufaz, how they used to memorize their Qur'an and revise it. So they used to do every 7 days. So they said, okay, we'll divide Qur'an into 7 portions. So every 7 days that the cycle would repeat. So interesting here, if you see 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, odd numbers, and then 65. That's how they made it that way. And if you notice, if in the place, in the markets, we have this book called Manzil. You must have seen it. But that Manzil is different from this one. That Manzil, I think, has verses for protection against evil and so on. The one that we discussed before. But that is portions from the Qur'an. But this one is particularly about the whole Qur'an, how they divided it. So people who want to really finish their Qur'an in 1 week, this is one way. And another way we know is juz, the commonly known juz. How many juz do we have in Qur'an? 30 juz. This is for people, organized for people who like to finish their Qur'an in 1 month, for example. So it's very easy for them. 30 days in a month, 30 juz in Qur'an. It's easy to keep up that way. Hizb, very common. This is used, I think, in Medina Printing Complex, that book. 60 instead of 30, this is 60 hizb. So again, for people who want to finish it in 2 months. And ruba is also a similar thing. It's about 4 of a juz, so 120 ruba. So 4 months, you can say, finish Quran. And ruku, I think found in the Quran of the Indian subcontinent or and those places, basically to help people, like when they are reading salah. In the salah, they want to know where to stop and where to end. So ruku is like 2-3 paragraphs, you can say. So it's easy in 1 rakah how much you can recite. So that's one thing. And hizb is also sometimes divided into 4 parts, probably like 1/8 of a juz and so on. Some terms that you need to be familiar with. It's again not part of the original Quran that was revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This was made by scholars so that it is easy for us to read, recite, memorize, and so on.